Target's on sale.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Benny. Katie Hobbs is no longer governor of Arizona. Man, I've been waiting a long time to say that. Seriously, though, I mean this. Katie Hobbs is not governor of Arizona right now, and a Republican has taken over. What is going on? You remember Katie Hobbs? She's the total and complete weirdo who did no press interviews, did no debates, and somehow won even though she was down by 20 points on election day. She spilled her drink when reporters asked her questions. She oversaw one of the most suspicious and weirdest and glitchy elections that anyone has ever seen in American history, and somehow declared herself the winner afterwards because she was Secretary of State. I was there on election day in Maricopa County, and I saw the machines break myself. I saw long lines, longer than I've ever seen before in my life. If it was a Democrat precinct, everyone would be freaking out. But these were Republican areas, and they couldn't vote. And it was chaos. Katie Hobbs inexplicably became governor after this corrupt as hell election. I mean, she can't even lift her own soda drink. Well, now it seems like she can't even be governor anymore, according to this. This is 100% real. Katie Hobbs is no longer governor of Arizona. Republican State Treasurer Kimberly Yee has announced that she is currently acting governor of Arizona. Katie Hobbs is not the governor for unknown reasons. Here we go. This directly from Kimberly Yee's office. Arizona Treasurer Kimberly Yee's statement on serving as acting governor. I've been notified that I will be acting governor beginning later this evening until mid-morning tomorrow. Please step into this role. I will refrain from naming directors to the 13 agencies that currently have vacancies and will not call the Arizona legislature into session to confirm them. That being said, I do hope that the governor returns to Arizona. She'll promptly name qualified directors to these important state agencies and remove all illegal uncertainty that exists for all the regulatory actions that need to be taken. I expect to see swift resolution to this matter so we can get back to work for Arizona taxpayer. The people of Arizona deserve better rule of law. So Kimberly Yee, clearly not a fan of Katie Hobbs, goes and blasts her, says that she's been notified that she is now the governor. What the hell? Here from Raw Alerts. At this time, Katie Hobbs is no longer governor of Arizona. Republican Kimberly Yee, state treasurer, is acting governor. The reason is unknown. The official statement. Update. It looks like Katie Hobbs was in Washington, D.C. That's mother. I wasn't aware she had any kids. But this all looks really weird. I get, like, they have an Instagram story to prove where she is. Also, why would you need to give up your governorship to go to Washington, D.C.? That don't make no sense. Governors go to Washington, D.C. all the time. Don't be stupid. This is not, that's a stupid, don't be dumb. As of this evening, Katie Hobbs is no longer governor of Arizona. So what's going on? Here's Arizona Treasurer Kimberly Yee tweeting this out. In fairness, Kari Lake says, Katie Hobbs hasn't been the real governor of Arizona for a lot longer than that. Based. Give that some love. All right, so who's Kimberly Yee? She's the 45th state treasurer of Arizona, serving as Arizona's chief banking and investment officer. She oversees the cash management of Arizona's $63 billion state budget. First Asian American woman elected to the Arizona state legislature. Member of the Republican Party elected to the Arizona South House of Representatives. Okay, so she seems like a solid person. She also flamed Katie Hobbs in her little announcement. So, okay. Arizona governor mysteriously steps down. This is from Fox News. Nobody knows why she's gone. Let me tell you, just because you need to go to D.C. to check in on your intern son or whatever, I don't know who the hell that person is, that doesn't mean you step down as governor. Governors go to D.C. all the time. Monica Crowley, Republican Kimberly Yee is now acting governor in Arizona. While the fraud, Katie Hobbs, is where exactly? What is going on? What the hell is going on? Now, some people, it's worth having conversations, right? About what may be happening. Currently using the transfer of power to break the law is what some accounts say. This is why the Republican treasurer is in power. They're currently at an event for Scottsdale Dems, and the only reason to relinquish power at a political event is to do one of the following items. What are they hiding? accept gifts or other compensation from lobbyists or special interests, use state resources for personal political purposes, engage in self-dealing or insider trading, conflict with their own office's duties, abuse their power and authority, violate state's ethics laws. And then this guy follows up with a tweet. There's a screenshot of a tweet of Katie Hobbs in what looks like the North Scottsdale Democrats meeting. Although I don't see Katie Hobbs there. But this guy says, firing up the North Scottsdale Democrats. So wait a second. She's in Scottsdale, Arizona, which is like just north of Phoenix, or she's in D.C. Where the hell is she? Now we have two conflicting. Now she's a shapeshifter. We have two conflicting accounts as to where she is. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy. Meanwhile, you have Kari Lake, who's at the very same time tweets, "Stay tuned." This tweet from this week, a video of Kari Lake. Watch.
Reports out of Washington say Kari Lake is getting ready to run with an announcement expected in October.
And she's going to probably run for Senate in 2024.
I could totally see you in the United States Senate. What's the latest? Are you going to do it?
She's going to do some interviews starting in, September, or maybe an announcement.
Is Kari Lake going to get into this race? These are the questions.
What's next for Kari Lake?
It is my duty to the citizens of Arizona to stay in. They think that I'm going away. They got another thing coming.
Okay, so Kari Lake, this is absolutely Kari Lake running for Senate. Obviously, there is a Senate seat, the Kristen Gillibrand Senate seat, that is quite weak. I think she's not going to run as a Democrat. So the idea here would be Kari Lake runs as a Republican, splits the ticket. Democrats split half and half. Arizona is not a Democrat state anyway. They need all sorts of tomfoolery to win anyway. And Kari Lake is incredibly based.
Hi.
Just love Kari Lake. Remember what they stole from us.
You don't have a mask on anymore. What's going
we're
on?
outside. Do you have a minute to
well,
chat?
we're 6 feet apart.
Do you have a minute to chat?
I'll do an interview.
Okay.
As long as it airs on CNN Plus. Does that still exist? I didn't think so, because the people don't like what you guys are peddling, which is propaganda. Thank you.
Ooh, wow. I wonder why they had to pull out all the shenanigans to stop Kari Lake, because Kari Lake is a superstar. This is Kari Lake at the Iowa State Fair. Why would Kari Lake be going to the Iowa State Fair this summer? That's only where you go if you're running for president or high political office. Kari Lake is definitely running for Senate. This is a just golden moment.
One of you's from the New York Times. You know there's only two genders, right?
I just take pictures.
There's only two genders, and they know that in Iowa. I challenge the New York Times reporter and the Washington Post reporter to try to milk a cow and then try to milk a bull and see how that goes.
I'm not going to comment for You missed the point. Shut up. You missed the point. So, Arizona, I got to tell you, has gone to hell under Katie Hobbs. Katie Hobbs is a wretched governor. Katie Hobbs was down by 10, 12, 15 points before the election. Katie Hobbs is not liked by the people of Arizona. Arizona is not a Democrat state. Katie Hobbs is a stopgap. Katie Hobbs is utterly fraudulent and good riddance. Nobody knows where the hell she is. D.C., Scottsdale, nobody's sure. Here's what we are sure of. Katie Hobbs is in bed with the Sinaloa Cartel. Katie Hobbs is someone who has allowed for Arizona to effectively become a cartel state and let the cartel create entire military encampments on their border to deliver fentanyl to kill their people. So good riddance for all the funny things that you can say about Katie Hobbs and how wretched she is and how awful she is and how cringe she is and how just utterly repulsive she is. If you ever heard her at a press conference, man, she is just the worst. I mean, she's just, it's just nails on chalkboard. This is truly evil.
This is exactly what they want. And we've got exclusive video here coming in from Arivaca, Arizona, just inside Mexico, approximately 1,000 feet from your U.S. border. And I want you to look at this. You are looking at a Sinaloa forward operating base. Because you got to ask yourself, how does this impact Americans? Well, this base pushes deadly fentanyl and methamphetamine into this country. So as all eyes right now are on our southwest border, This is the kind of activity and the level of failure we have at our southwest border. You see, you hear from pundits all the time that talk about, the cartels have operational control of our southwest border. But what does that really mean? Well, let me show it to you. That's what you're seeing right here. This is a cartel base. Now, this video was given to us by a private intelligence agency where just yesterday, utilizing a drone, they spotted this camp right on our border. And this is the Sinaloa Cartel is what this is. And they have been operating here for some time now. Last year, we broke another base, and we showed you this. And when that base was stopped by the Mexican government, but yet, look, here's another one that has reemerged. And we've got a video here. I want you to see this individual fully camouflaged, head to toe, coming out of this tent, which is camouflaged itself. And these are the people who are smuggling deadly fentanyl into this country. This is where it's coming from. Arizona is ground zero for fentanyl coming into the nation, and it's these kind of camps that are allowing it. So I ask you, where is the effort by DHS to stop this kind of activity? Where is the information from Northcom commander telling the American people what's taking place on your border? I mean, look at this. You've got a man covered in camouflage, head to toe, wearing a backpack, crossing into the United States right there. And this is exactly how they get these deadly drugs into the nation. And this is really the story that has not been told to the American people that's been taking place. I just want to say one last thing here. This base also had a Santa Muerte shrine. And as you look here in this video, you're going to see where they zoom in on this shrine. Now, what is Santa Muerte? Santa Muerte is a cult. It is not a religion. If you ever wonder, how do these cartel members, burn someone's face off while they're still alive and video it? How do they behead these people and commit some of the most heinous crimes? Well, it's because they're truly praying to the underworld, to the occult. And we're seeing this spread across our country at a level we never have.